Good morning, Ozarks. Welcome again. Wednesday morning, Bruce Porter, Dollars and Cents. We're going to talk money, retirement, all things financial and estate planning and all that right after this.
Yep. Putting the client first. That was my main priority some 20 years ago when I started the Resource Center, and it remains my priority today. That's why I wrote Finding the Courage to Retire, to help guide you confidently along a journey that should be the most rewarding of your life, from creating sustainable income and preservation strategies to understanding Social Security, Medicare, and much more. This book is the retirement roadmap you need. To get your free copy, just call or email our office today.
And we are back. Bruce, how's your week been?
You know what? It's been good so far.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear it.
I mean, it's 80 degrees and it's November. I mean, what the heck?
Well, it's the Ozarks. That's the way we roll, right? We had our first hard spring, got that out of the way, so now we're back to fall, summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, summer number two.
It's going to be fall again on Thursday.
Yeah.
Right?
We'll have we may have another bump, but it'll be fall.
It's going to be fall for a week, then it's going to be back to spring.
Yeah. I had my hopefully last of the year yard mowing yesterday.
Yeah.
So put that down for the winter, but then it'll become Arctic blast freeze.
Yeah.
For a couple of weeks there
Snow
in late
and ice.
January, early February. Then we'll get
back to summer.
Fall, spring. Then we'll have winter again.
My guy mowing my yard, he's mowed it for the last time 3 or 4 times now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So hopefully a couple more freezes and it'll quit.
I still remember that really good 6-8 inch
80.
snow we got on May 5th.
Oh yeah.
Year.
Oh yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah, so we got to hope for the best.
So anyway, what are we doing with our money now?
Well, I think we're going into the end of the year, right?
Right.
We do this every year. We finish up the year. It's crazy how this year's went by so fast. But we got 6 weeks to go. So you need to be thinking about your budget for the holidays. We got less than 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. It's early this year. It's on the 23rd.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm. So we got that. So if you're going to be doing some traveling,
right?
What?
Retailers like that because it gives them a nice longer shopping season. Yeah.
Well, I mean, retailers are already having sales.
True. Yeah, they're already.
You know?
I've seen you got the Black Flyer email.
But yeah, the early Thanksgiving is going to try to hopefully stimulate some retail sales. But, when you're out here working, there's a lot of hardworking people out here. When you're working paycheck to paycheck, now you got to deal with the holidays. The holidays are a very emotional, stressful time when you have financial concerns.
Sure.
Because you're trying to please everybody, you're trying to please the kids, you're trying to please your spouse. And believe me, you can go back in the years, we haven't always been this good looking or this wealthy.
That's true, very true.
When you go back in the years and you think when you're raising your family and you're trying to provide for the holidays and you're trying to buy the extra food because people are coming over, you need a little bit of time to prepare for that. So just be mindful of that. Start putting away some cash between now and when you're going to need that. And hopefully it won't affect your budget too bad. You don't want to leave the holidays going into January with a lot of debt.
Yeah.
Because then you start out the year already behind the 8 ball trying to service that debt. So we talk about this all the time, having a good reserve cash, financial strategy. During the year, if nothing else, adopt this type of mentality in January and plan all year long, and you're going to be better off.
Yeah, that plan.
And I know people procrastinate, but we got that's coming up, so people need to prepare for that. Now, for those of you that are looking to mitigate some tax liability, you're running out of time. We got 6 weeks till the end of the year. You can make a contribution to an IRA. if you need a tax deduction prior to when you file tax. So you do have some time
Right.
to plan on that. If you don't need a tax deduction, still put money away, but maybe put it in a Roth IRA. So I think it's always a good thing to discuss finances at the end of the year. Try to mitigate tax, try to plan for next year, try to improve your financial life next year by the planning you do right now going into that.
The other thing that I think this time of year is really, really good for, because you're going to be together with your family, with your parents, with your kids, it's time to talk about that estate plan.
I think so. I mean,
Yeah.
we had several in the workshop last night. We have a full house today.
I think we got one next week.
And I think
Maybe
we have
two.
one overflow for sure, maybe
Yep,
two.
maybe two.
But yeah, I mean, it's a great time to discuss your strategy for end of life when you got your family here. I mean, it's inevitable. We need to figure it out,
Yeah.
and you want to make sure
Well, and what
you got people to talk to like us.
Absolutely. And what we've seen now for several years that we've been doing this together is people come to the workshops late October, early November to get that information. It's fresh in their mind so that when we are together with our families over the Thanksgiving or other holidays, that we've got the information, the tools we need to sit down either with our parents who have been reluctant to do this
Right.
and haven't because they're scared.
Yep.
You know, one of the big things we do is we help people overcome that fear of estate planning.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
really what the education piece is all about,
Yeah.
is overcoming that fear of estate planning. I don't know what to do. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how much it's going to cost. I'm
Right.
really scared. So scared I'm not even going to start the process.
What's amazing to me is they come and they say, well, listen, I don't have all the answers. Wow. Well, you don't need any of the answers.
That's right.
You need to have a game plan, a strategy. What do you want this to look like?
And all we really
And
have
we
to
can
do,
help you figure it out.
for sure. And all you really have to do is start. And a great way to start is coming to our workshop.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
so you can
I
give
mean,
us a
it's-
call.
it's
Bruce
good
a call.
education. Yep.
He sponsors it. I do the talking. It's 417-882-1800. And you can call there and say, hey, I want to reserve a free seat
Absolutely.
to see the show. And
Yep.
we'd love to have you. And it's a great time to do it, to get ready to talk to the family over the holidays.
Absolutely. That's what I would do if I was you.
All right. Well, we're going to kill our deer early, so we'll be here next week, unlike everybody else. We're going to get ours soon.
Hey, tune in. If you're in the deer woods, tune in and we'll give you some advice.
Put the earbuds in so you don't scare the deer off,
Yeah.
and we'll do that. All right. We'll see you next week.
Investment advisory services offered only by duly registered individuals through AE Wealth Management, LLC. AE Wealth Management and the Resource Center, Inc. are not affiliated companies. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of principal. Any references to protection, safety, or lifetime income generally refer to fixed insurance products, never securities or investments. Insurance guarantees are backed by the financial strength and claims-paying abilities of the issuing carrier. This podcast is intended for informational purposes only. It is not intended to be used as the sole basis for financial decisions, nor should it be construed as advice designed to meet a particular need of an individual situation. The Resource Center, Inc. is not permitted to offer, and no statement made during this podcast shall constitute tax or legal advice. Our firm is not affiliated with or endorsed by the U.S. government or any governmental agency. The information and opinions contained herein, provided by third parties, have been obtained from sources believed to be reliable, but accuracy and completeness cannot be guaranteed by the Resource Center, Inc. This podcast is a paid